hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the... Hello everybody, and welcome back to what is another YouTube live stream. My name's Paul Newman. Thank you very much for taking the time to support the channel. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch the videos in the past if you have done, and subscribing if you have done. It is all very much appreciated. Right, what I've got coming up for you today is we're going to start taking a look at all the Classic Watch 2024 horses. We've done plenty of reviewing recently over the past 2 or 3 weeks, plenty of National Hunt reviews, plenty of old website reviews. What we really need to start doing now is really looking forward, because we're 10 days into 2024, and believe it or not, we're not far away from the 2024 Classics. The trials probably start a bit earlier in maybe Japan and the USA than they do in Europe. But we've got a few horses on the radar in all of them areas, so let's get cracking, shall we, and take a look at what we've got. Before I start, I'll best give you the website. classicwatch24.great/site.net is the name of the website where these horses will be found. After this process is finished, what I'll do is I will put forward, say, 10 horses on the site ahead of the trials, and then look to build the site and the horses up through the year as we go on. But I do like to try and pick some in advance. Last year, we picked 15. I think we might probably do the same again, looking at the amount of horses we've got. What I've got at the start, we're going to take a look at some horses that no videos have even been made for, that I've got on maybe lists. And then we're going to move towards the best as the furthest we go. We're going to start then take a look at horses that have had videos made for them and might be struggling a little bit. And then we're going to take a look at finally all the horses that videos have been made for. So the first few here, probably to say first 20, I'm going to say as a conservative estimate. No video exists for these horses. These are horses that will need to show me more in 24, so to speak. What a slogan. Right, the first one. These are in no particular order at all, by the way. They are just purely in order of, say, order that I've identified them in, probably in a chronological order, if anything, at this stage. Because I tend to like batch view the results and just write them all and don't do it on a daily basis. Right, the first one we're going to take a look at is Rakia, trained by Owen Burrows, sired by Blue Point out of Rihan. This one could have had its chance and blown it at air. It ran in the Group 3, 4th of Clyde Stakes, over 6 furlongs in September, and could only finish 5th out of 9. It ran to a mark of 91. That was actually a mark it's actually raced better than outside of Pattern Race Company. It'd be interesting to see how this horse progresses, though, and whether it can win a trial and maybe make a video on it. Long way to go, you would say, for the Owen Burrows trained filly. The next one is a Kevin Philippart de Foy trained filly, Alshin Farah, sired by Frankel's brother, Noble Mission, out of a dam called Garmusha. Again, as this one had its chance. In the 7th of September 2023, it finished 3rd in the Prix du Mal out in France, running to what was its best mark so far of 98. The horse is a good improver, really. It improved by 17 from first to second start, and then only 9 from second to third start. But I think it's an interesting horse, without any shadow of a doubt. Another one, though, that needs to really step forward in the early season Guineas trials or the Oaks trials if it's going to get any further. The third one, trained by Rafe Beckett, is Macduff, sired by See the Stars out of Present Tense. A good breed, a good apparent blend there of speed and stamina with See the Stars and Bated Breath as a damn sight of this one. The form of this one, despite going down in 2 defeats, is actually quite good. It won well in August on its first start, and then in 2 pattern races, it's been beaten by 2 horses that you will see later on in this list, Al Musmak and Ghostwriter. The later come in the Group 2 Royal Lodge. I wouldn't rule this horse out at all at this stage, especially this trainer's propensity for trials. I'm sure it seems certain to take in some sort of middle distance trial, and it'll be interesting to see how the horse gets on. Shalaka, trained by Dermot Weld, sired by Lope de Vega, out of a dam called Shalina. Has only raced twice. Last of 6 behind Opera Singer in August in the 2023 Group 3 Filly Stakes, the Newtown Manor Stud Stakes. Obviously, I'm hoping this horse will leave this form behind at 3 for last year's Irish 1,000 Guineas winners connections. It's a very nice horse. Shalaka. Capulet, a colt trained by Aidan O'Brien, sired by Justify, out of Wedding Vow. I think could also be an interesting horse. Another one that got off the mark first time of asking in August 2023 and has run to over 100 in getting placed in 2 pattern race Group 2s behind 2 of our horses, Ghostwriter again and Diego Velasquez, where I think it was very unlucky not to win that day, to say the least. You know, it's a very interesting ride by Jamie Heffern on the day that it was beaten by Diego Velasquez. I think this is a nice prospect without any shadow of a doubt, and hopefully it proves so in the many middle distance trials we have to look forward to. The next one, bit of a dark horse probably, Queen of Moujans, trained by Rafe Beckett, sired by 10 Sovereigns out of Premier Danseuse. Horse that's done very little wrong, running to 90 in 2 starts, 4th in a Group 3 in September. The Dick Paulfield Stakes behind Juniper Berries after winning nicely on its first start. Again, another one with plenty to do to get involved at this stage. King's Gambit, trained by Harry and Roger Charlton, sired by Saxon Warrior out of a dam called Pure Symmetry, is one with arguably more to do than most of them, courtesy of a defeat in a novice stakes at the end of September, where it did run to its highest best mark of 93. But this one is the first one we're looking at that has been beaten, I think, outside of Patton Company. So this Saxon Warrior colt could have it all to do. Ibn Shaddad, I think, is a very interesting colt, sired by Calix, out of a dam called Galileo's Lady, trained by John and Thady Gosden. And this horse has got some very good form indeed, after winning very nicely on debut by over 3 lengths, running to a mark of 88. It then improved by 10 on its second start, running to 98 behind a horse of ours, Al Yanabi. And then it ran to 109, improved by a further 11 when it was behind another one of ours, City of Troy, in the Dewhurst Group 1 and Group 3 placed horse. I mean, this is a very interesting horse, I think. Could have a nice blend of speed and stamina. French contender now, Aventure, sired by Christophe Ferland, owned by Wertheimer Affrere. Another one by Cedar Stars, out of a dam called Balladeuse. I was quite disappointed when this one got beat in October in the Prix de Reservoir. Whoops, the keyboard has just fell on the floor. Bear with me a second. I was hoping that the horse would be good enough to win that day at Deauville, but it wasn't. I thought the jockey gave it a bit to do, but if it's a good horse, it would have done it, wouldn't it? But it's another one that has been placed in a Group 3 and has ran to a mark of 99 after 2 starts. That will have to win a few trials, I think, knowing the propensity for failure in French classics trained with French-based horses. Currently, the next one is One Look, a filly who created a spectacular impression when winning the big sales race by 6 lengths at the Curragh at the Goss Million. Yes, in September 2023, sired by Glen Eagles, out of a dam called Holy Salt. I was hoping it ran to 106 on its debut. I don't think you'll see many on this list that have done that. And it's won £500,000 after 1 start. I mean, it's arguably unlucky not to have had a video done already. I suppose I was waiting for it to run in Patton Company at 2 to try and learn a bit more. But that's an unluck. This is a fascinating contender without any shadow of a doubt. Zenjabila, Roger Varian trained filly, sired by Too Darn Hot out of Salsabil. This one has been quite disappointing for me. This was one that was actually beaten first time out when it ran to 75. It only needed to improve by 3 to win by 4 lengths. But then it was a fair performance under a penalty, I think, running 12 better than that, 90, to win its 3rd novice stakes at Beverley. But then they ran it in the Group 2 race, the Rockfell, at the end of September 2023. And the horse, to be fair to it, looked quite disappointing, I think it's fair to say, running to a mark below what it ran in its 3rd start of 89. It's fair to say that this variant filly has got a fair bit to do, in my opinion. The first German possible, we're going to take a look at turf times here because the Racing Post has been known to miss a few runs in Germany. So I'm going to watch them on this site if I can as well. Analytics, sired by Bramato, out of a dam called Santana. You'll see that horse is entered in the German Oaks after winning first time out at Leipzig on the 8th of the 10th. Hopefully it will take in a trial before that. A couple more in this section now. Glimpsed. I think this one is an interesting one for connections of Run Marquis last year before they sold it, the same colours. I think it might even be on the similar dam line to that as well. I'm not 100% sure at this stage. So I look at so many horses as you could possibly tell. Sired by Knight of Thunder out of a dam called Luxo. You'll see that this one was beaten 6th on a listed race in November 2023. The Montrose Filly Stakes, quite disappointing. That was, after winning first time out nicely, running to a mark of 86. Hopefully this will be a Marquis, improving, win a trial first time out, and then make a presence at a higher level later on in the season. Time will tell, but I do like this filly, definitely. The last two of this section, Cambridge, trained by Aidan O'Brien, sired by Dubawi, out of Amérique. Cambridge is another one with some fair form. It won at Roscommon. It was beaten, first time out at Roscommon, but then it was stepped up to a mile. I think it ran at Salisbury there when it won, running to a mark of 92. It was a gradual improver, up by 4 to a Racing Post rating of 96, when it was 4¼ lengths behind Horse of Ours, Grosvenor Square, in the 2003 Airfield Stakes in October on its last start. And the final horse of the section where no video exists for is King's Gamble, trained by Rafe Beckett, owned by Clipper Logistics. Kingman sired colt out of a dam called Zondak. We'll see there that was third in the Lowther, I think. Oh, no, sorry, in the Gimcrack. Third behind Lake Forest in the Gimcrack when it ran to a mark of 101, having ran to 89 when it got off the mark on its first start at Newmarket in August. The next three are Japanese possibles, horses that I've noted before the races in the big Japanese Group 1 2-year-old races that have unfortunately fallen short on the day. Shin Emperor is the first one, sired by Siuni out of Starlet Sister. This horse is related to Sotsas and Sister Charlie. You'll see there that the horse was second behind one of ours, Regulera, at the end of December in the Hopeful Stakes. Mr. GT is actually a colt out of Listen, the UK Fillies Mile winner, sired by Duramente. Listen is the second dam of one of the horses that I've already identified in Japan, called Ascali Pacino. This one you'll see was 5th in the race behind Regulera. Again, obviously, the Racing Post has a propensity for missing races in Japan. If a video is done, obviously we'll be using the Japanese databases just to fly through them and take a look at what we've got. That's another one that if it runs well in a trial, it could be hard to resist. As could Safira, sired by Heart's Cry out of Salamina. Sorry, I think Salamina might have won the Arc. But the reason I'm following this horse is because this horse filly is actually related to Salios, who's one of the first Japanese horses that I identified. Unfortunately, he had to go round in the same 3-year-old campaign as Contrail, which was quite unfortunate for the horse, really. You'll see there that it was 4th, this horse, Safira, behind Ascali Pacino, and it was also 3rd in a Group 2, the Artemia Stakes before that as well. Both starts over a mile. The next two are UK-based runners. European-based runners that arguably are unlucky not to have videos done already. There's only two of them. They've both already won pattern races, unfortunately for them, and still not got their own separate video. The first one is Roger Varian trained colt Al Musmak, sired by Knight of Thunder out of a dam called Parton. Al Musmak is the winner of the 2023 Ascendant Stakes at Haydock, where, as we said earlier, it beat Macduff. But it was so far behind Rosalian, beaten 4 lengths, one of ours, in July's Pat Eddery Stakes, that despite that, it's shown a good level of form after that, running to 100 and then 103 when it was second behind Ghostwriter, that's beaten a few of these in the Royal Lodge. Can it be a forgotten horse? Ghostwriter. Who knows? Time will tell. It's a nice horse, Al Musmak. Very nice horse. And it ties in quite nicely with a few of ours. Irish-based filly, Vespertilio, trained by Willie McCreary. Another one, sired by Knight of Thunder, out of a dam called Prudenti. I'm on the fence with this one. You know, it did run well when it won the Group 2 in August, the Debutant Stakes, when it beat Sakti by 1 3/4 lengths. Then it ran to 105 when second behind Fallen Angel at the Curragh in the Moyglare Stud Stakes. I'm not too sure about this year's Moyglare. I don't think Fallen Angel was even on any list of ours. And this one I've got on a maybe list. I think it needs to show more Vespertilio. It'd be interesting to see what I decide to do with it. If, like so many these days, they decide to go for a Guineas first time out. Ideally, I would like this horse to run in a trial first so I can see a bit more of it. The next three, I've got their work cut out, it's fair to say, and then we're going to take a short break, a little break after these, because I will need to load some more horses in to the browser. The first one was one of the first identified, and it was also really one of the first eliminated. The Aidan O'Brien trained Democracy looked a very average horse last year. Oh, look who the stallion is. No, nay, never. Would you Adam and Eve it? Democracy won by 2 3/4 lengths on its first start at the Curragh back in April 2023. But even then, the clues won the ceiling, though. He ran into 75. Since then, he has ran in a Group 3, a Group 2, a handicap, a listed race, and a Group 2. And he's finished last in 2 of the races. And he has beaten 2 home in the other 3. Run into a high mark of 92 when he was 4th in the listed race at Tipperary, the Churchill Stakes. I mean, I've forgotten about this horse already. A very disappointing season for Democracy. Impossible to recommend at this stage. Another one struggling is the Godolphin horse. People see that it is in at Maidan. I didn't know that when I looked at the race. The filly, Star of Mystery, sired by Kodiak, out of a dam called Mistrusting. I think this is related to them other 2 that were going round. I can't remember what they're called now. Altheka is one of them, I think. You'll see the form of that last season tailed off somewhat as well. It was impressive when it won in July in the listed race, the Empress Phyllis Stakes. It won a listed race by 4 lengths, running to a mark of 99. But since then, it could arguably the horse has been exposed in 2 Group 2 races where it was only 2nd to 4th and 6th of 8 in the Lowther and the Duke of Cambridge. And she has all questions to answer now, in my opinion, as she sets out on what looks like a possible UAE Guineas campaign. The daughter of Kodiak. The last one in this section, Aidan O'Brien trained filly, Pearls and Rubies. Side again, look, oh dear, No Nay Never. Sired by No Nay Never, out of a dam called Diamonds and Rubies. Again, a very exposed horse. I thought this horse had needed a lot further than the 5 furlongs it got when it won back in June 2023. And it's a line that I do like. But since then, the horse has been very, at first, very costly to follow after that, where it was placed at listed level and Group 3 level before finishing 5th in the Group 2 in August 2023, the debutante. She was then well beaten, 8th of 9 in the Moyglare stud, beaten 11.5 lengths, before, rather surprising again, dropped back to 6 furlong trip in the last Group 1 of the UK fillies season, I think. No, it wasn't. The second one was the Cheveley Park, where she ran to a mark of 103 and finished second at 33 to 1. I mean, I do like this pedigree. I do think she will get a lot further than what she has shown. But she is definitely one of the more exposed fillies that we've looked at this season. The No Nay Never sired filly. Right, everybody, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take a little break. I'm going to put the introduction screen up shortly, and then I'll be back with some more horses. Take care, everybody, and I'll be back shortly. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream... Hello everybody. Welcome back. Yes, I had to stop the video there to load some more horses into the browser. I don't like to have many tabs open. I have a few open and I'm always a bit wary that the stream could be compromised by doing that. But as it stands at the moment, we seem to be getting through all right with it. Right, the next horses that we've got now, we're starting to get to the serious ones now. Those that have chosen to find something else to do in the first part of this video could arguably have missed a few horses that fall short. These ones here, these have all got videos made of them already at this stage, and they're all on the YouTube channel in the playlist. I think it's called something like 2023 two-year-old racing or something like that on this channel, with a view to getting them on classicwatch24.great/site.net, which is where some of these horses I'm hoping we're going to end up. These are in order really of just going through the season, I should imagine, you know, especially the first few. And then what I did is I put, rather foolishly, I did one videos where I did 6 or 7 in one video, and that's not the way to do these now. I know that, because chances are people will find themselves looking for one of them 7 horses and having to edit the video and take the clip out they need and cause themselves undue work. It's better to do individual videos on individual horses. But the first one we're going to take a look at really is a horse that I'd like to have seen later on in the season, because it ran quite well early in July. The Aidan O'Brien trained filly, sired by No Nay Never, Matrika. No Nay Never, a sire that was very disappointing in classics. As this horse missed her opportunity, people will see that she was second at Royal Ascot in the Albany Stakes behind Porta Fortuna, where she ran to a mark of 101. This was after winning on her first start. She then got off the mark at a higher level, where she defeated a filly called Gunsberg by 1 3/4 lengths in the Group 2 Airlie Stud Stakes, where she ran to a mark of 95, a bit less than what was needed in a lower grade race at Royal Ascot. The filly then was not seen. And with No Nay Never's record of disappointing in classics, excuse me, it's safe to say that this horse, it's hard to say, it could be set up for disappointment with this filly, Matrika. The next one, Buccaneero Fuerte, sired by Wootton Bassett, out of a dam called Frida Le Blonde, is arguably one of the best 2-year-olds that was identified. He was also one of the first, which gave me great satisfaction at the time. He's a full brother to Wooded, a stallion who I followed a couple of years back for Al Shakab. It won the Abbey. So this horse, I was quite surprised when they stepped it up to 7 furlongs in the National Stakes, especially as they'd already won the 6 furlong Group 1. The race Little Big Bear won last year, the Phoenix. It's also won a Group 2, where it beat a subsequent Breeders' Cup winner, Unquestionable. It was third behind River Tiber at Royal Ascot in the Coventry as well. Very good form. Ran to 100, above 100, way above 100 really, on 3 of its 4 starts after winning first time out. The best mark of 115 when it won the Phoenix Stakes. I mean, who knows if this horse has got any improvement left in him, whether they'll campaign him as a sprinter or as a classic hope. There's no doubt about it. Very good 2-year-old. And if he was to run in a classic over a mile, you'd think he would certainly have to enter equations, I think. Evade, a French-based contender, I use that term loosely at the moment, sired by Wootton Bassett out of a dam called Angel Falls. Qatar Racing owned. Evade could only finish 9th in the 2023 Lagardère after being a runner-up behind another one of ours, Beauvatier, in the Group 3 Prix de la Rochette, when he ran to his career best mark of 98. You'll see there he was also beaten when 4th of 5 in a Group 3. Another one, a typical French contender really, that seems to not win as often as we would like him to. Currently he's only won 25% of his 4 starts, one that will have to do a lot in trials, you would have to think, to warrant his place on the site, on form. Bellezza is a filly I'd love to have seen more of last season. The Ger Lions trained Moigle stud-owned Bellezza, sired by Siuni out of a dam called Terrific. This is a very, very good prospect. I mean, it ran to a mark of 87 when winning first time out back in July 2023. And then the horse just wasn't seen again. This one will go down as... I do like the pedigree of this one, and I can't quite remember it off the top of my head. But I remember at the time thinking this one will take close order if all things are equal. And the horse has done absolutely nothing to prove that I was wrong in that instance. It's one of them that has to win, has to prove it in trials, I think. Or will they dare go for a Guineas first time out? The same could be said of Buttons, the Aidan O'Brien trained filly, sired by Kingman, out of a dam called Wonder of Wonders, another once raced, once won filly. Buttons won on the 8th of June by a nose, by beating a horse called Serious Notions, running to a mark of 84, which is, I suppose, about par for the course for these early May, June maidens. You do get ones running into the 90s and 100s. You saw with the Goss Million winner. But Buttons, to me, is a filly with plenty of improvement left in her. And it will be interesting to see how she gets on next season. Arabic Legend is a colt, trained by Carl Burke, sired by Dubawi, out of a dam called Shaker Raker. I think I've followed this line before. It's a no-brainer, really, to follow this one just to see what you've got. It's trained by Andrew Boulding last year. It was second in a listed race behind Arabian Crown, who I can't remember if it's one of ours or not, in the Stonehenge Stakes. And then he finished 6th in the Group 3 Autumn Stakes behind one that is definitely is. Ancient Wisdom, when it ran only to a mark of 71. But again, another 3 times raced horse hovering about the 100 mark to go into trials with. It's an interesting horse, Arabic Legend, without any shadow of a doubt at this stage, as is this one. In the same ownership, Rosalian, a colt sired by Blue Point, out of a dam called Rosaline. This one is related to so many good horses, descending from the Ream 3 dam line and other dams way before that. The horse has won 3 out of 4 starts and looked very useful when it's another one to be unquestionable at Longchamp in the Jean-Luc Lagardère, where it ran to a mark of 114. Previous to that, it ran to a mark of 100 when only third in the Group 2 at Doncaster, the Champagne Stakes, after looking very impressive when pulling away from what was a top-class field to beat Al Musmat by 4 lengths in the listed Pat Edery Stakes in July 2023. I mean, this one has to take serious order, I think, towards the head of the contenders at the moment. By a first season sire, that's the only thing really. Nobody knows whether this stallion is going to produce classic horses at this stage, but this is a very nice horse when winning the Lagardère in what I thought quite easily. I thought it won that day. Very nice horse, Rosalian, and it will be interesting to see how he gets on at 3. The next one, a filly, Yilang, sired by Frankel, out of a dam called Shambolic. Yilang, I think, took a while. I was worried about her. Actually identified her after she won the Group 3 in July. She won the Silver Flash Stakes, where she ran to a mark of 101. She then finished last in the Moyglare of 2023, beaten 13 lengths by Fallen Angel. She was then beaten again behind Carla's Way in the Rockvale when she could only finish third, beaten 4 3/4 lengths. But it was then on the final start of the season up to a mile for the first time when people saw really what I thought they might have had all along, which was not really a Guineas contender, more an Oaks filly, when she won by half a length from Shuari, who's unlucky not to be on this list really. Well-bred filly, Shuari, where she won the Fillies Mile of 2023. We ran into what really is a disappointing mark to win a race like that, I think, of 108. The filly is arguably more exposed than some, Yilang, but I think she brings a good level of form to the table, and as a Fillies Mile winner is always a good yardstick for the classics the following year. Be interesting to see how she gets on. The next one is a French contender, Beau Vatier, trained by Yann Barbaro, sired by Lope de Vega, out of a dam called Enchanting Sky. Again, people could argue that Beau Vatier is one of the most exposed horses on this list, but the form is good. It's even got a victory in a non-pattern race worth £15,000 back in May over another one of our horses, Ramatuel. It then won at listed and Group 3 level in July and September, before only finishing third behind Rosalian in the Lagardère, running to a season high mark, a mark that could have exposed the horse really. It didn't really take any step forward from its 4th run of 105. Interesting horse, I think, Beau Vatier. It's beat Ramatuel, another one of our French horses, and it's one of the better bred ones that I saw at the level I was looking at. And it will be interesting to see if he can make his mark on the French Classics next season. The next one we're going to take a look at is Panaria, a filly who I note has already left Charlie Appleby after a very disappointing defeat in November when she was last of 7, running to a mark of only 60. She ran to a mark of 80 when getting off the mark at odds on in July 2023. She's actually related to Pinatubo, sired by Lope de Vega. Be interesting to see what Henri Alex Pantal can get out of the filly. Appleby has seemed already to have given up on her. She's well bred for that. The next one is another Godolphin horse. This one still with Charlie Appleby. This one is from the family of Cascadian and Master of the Seas, sired by Too Darn Hot, called Race the Wind. This filly was only 4th on her first start behind one of ours, Dance Sequence, running to a mark of 69. But she did leave that form well behind, and she had to really, when she ran to only a moderate 82 when winning a maiden by 3/4 of a length at 7 furlongs in July 2023. Charlie Appleby's string, not in great form last season, it's fair to say, despite being 2 out of 3 for the last 14 days. And I hope this horse can show up in trials this season and make a good account of herself. But Cascading and Marshal of the Sea still going around at 6, 7, 8 years old. And however old they are, winning pattern races. This is a filly that I think could need plenty of time also. The next one was this one that disappointed me on its second start, because I actually do like this horse. It had a good 2-year-old dam line. It was a Musicante is one of the dams of it. The Churchill sired War Rooms, side by a dam called Apticante. This horse won well first time out at Doncaster by 4 3/4 lengths in July, running to what is, for the time of year, I think is a good mark of 91. It then was third, although beaten disappointingly 5 lengths behind Dancing Gemini in the listed race at Doncaster, the Flying Scotsman Stakes, despite improving by 6, running to a mark of 97. I mean, I don't know. It's related to Native Trail, this one. Native Trail, the classic winner. I mean, it's impossible, I think, to rule this horse out at this stage. The Owen Burrows trained colt. German one next again, Narrativo, sired by Adlerflug out of a dam called Nisella. You'll see there that the horse has finished in a second in a Group 3, the prize to Winter Favoriton. I'm not sure whether it's behind one of ours or not. And it was entered in the German Derby. I think that's the sort of horse that we've got here, Adlerflug, a good sire, good stamina sire. And I think this horse hopefully will run in a trial first and take that out before going on to a good campaign out in Germany. Could be a nice horse, I think. Narrativo, very nice. Another one in Germany is the Darius Racing owned Saxon Warrior horse, Saxon Borner, sired by Saxon Warrior out of a dam called Kingdom Come. This one has also been placed in a Group 3. It was placed out in Italy. It was second in the Milan Grand Criterium after finishing 4th in the Price to Winter Favoriton. Yeah, it's Cologne. It won first time out. I thought it travelled well that day. I thought it looked a good horse that day. And it's an interesting one, I think. Be interesting to see. We've not got many by Saxon Warrior so far we've looked at. I do like this horse. I think it'll be interesting to see how Borner gets on. Hopefully it's another one that will run in a trial somewhere. The Darius Racing won the German Derby a while back with a horse related to horse identified Bomac DOL, Sisfahan. I think if the horse is good enough, the connections are more than adept at placing it on the day to take out a classic. The next one, Task Force. I can't believe people have got blue ticks on Twitter, have got this all the audacity to put this down as a dark horse, even though the horse has ran to a mark of 110. Won a listed race. Sired by Frankel, out of a Guineas winner, Special Duty. The horse has won 2 out of 3. Second it was behind Van Dijk in the 6 furlong Middle Park Stakes. Running to a mark of 110, it ran to 100 when it beat Matters Most at Ripon in the listed 2-year-old Champion Trophy. Could be a very nice horse, this. Could be anything at this stage for Rafe Beckett, and it will be interesting to see if she performs in a trial, as he does like to, in my view. The next one, I'm afraid, sadly, is one of the horses already out of the prospect of the process, because it has had the greatest cut of all, Ablan, a horse that is related to Secretariat, a horse that won, what did it win? A Group 3 on its second start. And Godolphin have decided to geld this horse, left in training with Charlie Appleby, but the son of Dubawi, out of a dam called Promising Run, is no longer a Classic Watch 2024 possible due to the fact of being gelded in November. Baffling. Yes, it was 8th of 9 in the Royal Lodge, running to a mark of 93. But the horse has been consistent. It's never raced a below 90 the best mark when it ran to 96, when it beat Inish Fallen by a neck to land the Group 3 Solario Stakes. Well, I thought the horse showed a willing attitude. Can't believe they've gelded a relative of Secretariat who's this unexposed. Could they live to regret it? Time will tell. Sad to see. The next one, Ghostwriter. I did say, could he be a forgotten horse, Ghostwriter? Sired by Invincible Spirit out of a dam called Moorside. Will he stay the trip? I think it's arguably he probably proved he has already, where he won over a mile in the Group 2 Royal Lodge. But the Royal Lodge can be a funny race. It's run then to a mark of 108, which you've seen we've already got 2 or 3 that are in the teens already. So Ghostwriter's 108 would leave him a little bit to find. This Clive Coxon trained, known for more trainer of sprinters, I think, than classic winners, it's fair to say. Obviously, people are shouting at the screen, you idiot, he trained, blah, blah, blah now. Let them shout. But this is an interesting horse, Ghostwriter. Be interesting to see if it does develop into a Guineas horse next season. This one, to me, I've always had reservations about for some reason. It's related to Broome and it's related to Point Lonsdale. Neither of those two horses won classics. Neither of them won Group 1s at 2. But the horse went for a lot of money in the sales. The Frankel-sired Diego Velasquez, sired by Frankel, as I said, out of sweepstake, trained by Aidan O'Brien. Another one you'll see that's ran to about the same level as Ghostwriter in 3 starts, 107. It looks impressive first time out, winning by 3 1/4 lengths. The thing about this horse is people aren't getting much value. It needs to win every time it runs, really, to be of any use to anybody. It just scraped home odds on favourite, running to a mark of 107 in the 2023 KPMG Champion Juvenile. I thought it was lucky to win that day. And then it was beaten in what was always to be the Racing Post Futurity. To me, Racing Post Trophy, when it ran to a mark of 100, when 6 out of 7 behind one of ours, Ancient Wisdom, at Doncaster in October. I mean, to me, this one has a lot of questions to answer, due to the reasons which I gave earlier. It's related to horses that have ran in classics but not won in them. Neither of them either won a Group 1 at 2. This horse has already not won a Group 1 at 2, albeit it is a Group 2 winner. Will it fall short in the classics as well? Time will tell. The next one we're going to take a look at is a French filly who looks to have changed ownerships to Infinity 9 horses. The Christopher Head trained Ramatuel, sired by Justify, out of a dam called Raven's Lady. Very good filly. This was one of the first horses I identified in France when it scorched home on debut by 4 1/2 lengths at Chantilly in April. It then lost to Beauvatier. That's a sort of race where if you looked at the pedigree of the two, you can see how one can set it up for the other. Beauvatier, plenty of stamina, and it wore down Ramatuel on that day. After that, though, Ramatuel won 2 pattern races, won the Group 3 in June, the Prix de Bois, and it won a Group 2 Prix Robert Papin, both at Chantilly by 5 lengths and 4 lengths. And then it only lost by a short head to Van Dijk when contesting the Prix Morny, where again she rather set the race up for the winner, running against consistently to a mark of 110. Nice filly, Ramatuel. Justify. Could he be coming to the fore this year in the classics? This is one that he's certainly got to go to war with, and it will be very interesting to see how this filly progresses through her 3-year-old campaign, I think. Another one by Justify next, the Heavy Artillery, really coming out now. City of Troy, sired by Justify, out of a dam called Together Forever. Pretty sure this is our highest rated 2-year-old of 2023, running to a Racing Post rating that's head and shoulders above anything else that we've seen so far of 124. I think its second run beat anything that we've seen so far as well, 118, when it won by 6 1/2 lengths at Newmarket in the Superlative Stakes. It then won the Dewhurst by 3 1/2 lengths, beating one of ours, Al Yanabi. I mean, the horse, you will see, has absolutely done nothing wrong It ran to above 100 on its first start. I mean, this is a frightening prospect for Aidan O'Brien and the Coolmore conglomerate to go to war with next season, I think. Could this be the one that puts Justify on the map as a stallion? It's fair to say I think it's going to have a bloody good go. And I for one, cannot wait to see how it gets on next season. The same has to be said, really, of Henry Longfellow. Sired by Dubawi out of Coolmore's multiple Group 1 winning Dam, Minded, who herself is by Galileo. This is a fascinating prospect, I think, for Aidan O'Brien. This one has ran to a good mark as well, 116. Definitely in the higher echelons of what we've seen. One thing this horse, there's not much value about in this horse. It needs to win every time, by the look of things, to be of any good to everyone. Luckily, he has done that so far, including when winning the Group 2 Wootton Bassett Futurity Stakes in August, and then coming out and winning the National Stakes in September, both times at the Coa, by a combined distance of 7 lengths. I mean, people look at this, they have to say this is a horse that has done very little wrong, Henry Longfellow. Very little wrong. But if this horse was to race City of Troy, I think that would be something that would be absolutely fantastic to see. Will the Coolmore conglomerate let it happen, this son of Dubawi, sired by Minded? I'm afraid I'm going to have to take a break now, put the introduction screen up quickly. I need a drink. And that's all it is. I need a drink of water. So I'm going to grab a quick bottle of water and I'll be back shortly. Thank you very much for watching the video. Thank you very much for supporting the channel and take care. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman. And if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start very soon. So please stay tuned. Hello, everybody. This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream... Hello, everybody, and welcome back. All refreshed now. I should have really got this ready at hand. You don't see Ed Chamberlain do that, do you? And if it did, would it be water? Who knows? All right, we're going to get back to these horses now. We're rattling through them. We've got still got some very nice horses to look at, both in Europe and around the world. Classicwatch24.great/site.net is, of course, the site. Henry Longfellow, we looked at. This one horse, I'd love this horse to win a classic. It's off the Height of Fashion sire line, and it's sired by Too Darn Hot. I mean, it brings everything together. First season sire and established bloodline that I followed for years on the dam side. Trained by Owen Burrows. Can he do the job? On a horse that has ran to a mark of 112 This horse is no mug. It just needs to be placed right and be produced right on the day. It's definitely got the pedigree to get involved. And that horse is Al Yanabi. Al Yanabi was fourth behind Rosallion in the Pat Edery Stakes in July, a race that is arguably the race of the season for me. Before surging home to win the Group 3 Somerville Tattersall Stakes at Newmarket, where it improved by 10. The horse is a steady improver, running to a mark of 107. It was then, despite City of Troy getting mark of 124, and this horse finishing only 3.5 lengths behind it. This horse was only given a mark of 112 that day when it was behind City of Troy. I mean, could they have arguably rated this horse a pound or two higher than that? Arguably. I do like this horse, side by Too Darn Hot, like I said, out of Al Yamama. It's off the Height of Fashion line, somewhere along the line. And very nice horse, which of course is Highclere. Highclere is the dam of Height of Fashion. Got horses very closely related to this as well, haven't we? Deep Impact to the horse related to that later on as well. Definitely have as well, haven't we? So, very nice horse, Al Yanabi. The next one, Array. A horse that arguably could be slightly exposed. The Andrew Balding sired, Judmont owned, No Nay Never again sired colt. This horse, I think, put in a good performance at Newbury in September when it won the Group 2 Mill Reef Stakes. Stayed on well that day on heavy ground, but they did say they only took a mark of 103 to land that English Group 2 race. And then it was also ran in the Dewhurst, 7th of 8, at no fancied odds really, on a step up its first run at 7 furlongs. I mean, before then, the horse was looking fairly exposed. It had taken 3 times to win a race. It was also beaten in a Group 3 behind Starlust at Kempton in the Sirenia before landing the Mill Reef. It was fancied that day. It's been another horse that's offered hardly any value. It's from the family of Frankel, the dam line of Frankel, this horse. So it'll be interesting to see if Connections can land an elusive Group 1 with it. It's a Group 2 winner. Interesting to see what happens to the horse. Another one in Germany now is Shagara, sired by Zarak, out of a dam called Shibang, sired by Monson. It's also a Group 3 winner. It won the Prize de Winter Konigan at Baden-Baden after finishing second in the trial at Cologne. The horse won first time out at Mulheim. And this is a filly that you'll see is entered in the German Oaks, where we would like her to be. Hopefully she'll give a good account of herself in the trials before that. Very nice filly. I'm impressed with the German horses this year. For the ones that we found, I've left German racing alone for a couple of years because I couldn't really find the races, couldn't watch the maiden races and that. But they put them all on YouTube now. The German racing seems to be every meeting live on YouTube. And we had a bit of a setback with the race bets blocking the videos, but I can see how people can sort of follow it now. So we'll see how we get on this year, and hopefully people will put the pattern races on YouTube and our horses will be winning them. The next one in Germany, I think, is our best chance, Maygrey. Maygrey looked to be decent. Pardon me, when it won the first time out, sired by Counter Attack out of a dam called Minoris. Unbeaten horse, you see there, according to this. I'm not sure if it has raced again. It won Category D, the Steinhoff Cup at Hanover, before winning a listed race, the Junioren Prize at Dusseldorf on the 10th of the 9th. It missed the Winter Königin and the Winter Favoriten at the end of the season. But I do think that this is a nicely bred horse, this one. The videos, as I say, are on the channel. You're not hiding anything from anybody. Listed winner. Very nice horse, I think, Maygrey. Looking forward to seeing it run in the trials. As I am this one, a Lilac Roller. Very interesting horse here. Paddy Toomey's got some interesting candidates next season. This one's sired by Harry Angel out of a dam called Majala. I mean, people are saying, Harry Angel, are you mad? They're probably screaming at the screen. This classic horse, as you said, Newman. I've watched an Australian horse go round on one of the damn lines I follow, called Tom Kitten, and all it does is it's I think it stayed 10 furlongs. I'm not sure, but what I'm saying is, if the damn line is right, I will chance any stallion. And this is one. It's beat an opera singer, which I think ended the season arguably as the top 2-year-old filly on ratings. It only took a mark of 96 to beat opera singer by a head back in August at the Curragh in a £17,000 non-conditions race. And it also won first time out back in July at Cork, where it ran to 85, which at that time of the year is all right. You've seen that now. You've seen horses where it ran to 80 or so in these videos. Democracy win at 75. Yeah, 85 is good in July, goodish. And a Lilac Roller, there's another one that I was hoping they would run in a pattern race before the end of the season. They just chose not to. So all we have is Opera Singer to guide us where this horse could be heading. And the pedigree, of course, which is in the video. Ancient Wisdom, I think, has to go down as a contender. Dubawi sired horse out of a dam called Golden Valentine. He arguably saved Dubawi's UK season, I think, when it won the Racing Post Futurity. Before that, it had won a Group 3 as well. It won the Autumn Stakes. This was Godolphin's best 2-year-old by far. Interesting that the Racing Post think it took more to win the Group 3 than it did the Futurity, the Group 1, racing them 114 and 113 respectively. But this is a nice horse that Godolphin have got here, and hopefully the horse will figure in classics, although people will note there that in the past listed Pat Henry Stakes it was 4 lengths behind Rosalien, which the Rosalien, all things point to Rosalien in the UK. They really do. Watch it go around in the Lagardère, look at the pedigree of it, watch it go around in the Lagardère. It surely can't be as easy as that. Ancient Wisdom is obviously a very nice horse in its own right, without any shadow of a doubt. Opera Singer, the filly that I had in question earlier, another one sired by Justify, out of a dam called Liscana. I remember this one, relatives. It's related to Hit It a Bomb. That's a stallion in America. And Brave Anna, I think the horse was called. It won the Albany, I think, or the Cheveley Park for the Stockwells. This one here, I'm not sure about the filly, even though it's scorched home in 2 pattern races on its last 2 starts. You'll see that even doing that, it's only ran to a mark of 111 when it won the 2023 Prix Marcel Boussac. But the horse is looking so much better, it was looking, than all the fillies apart from a Lilac Roller, one of ours, where it lost. But it did also lose to Yilang in a race won by Yilang as well, back in June. So I think there's hope that this horse, well, something could improve past it at 3. But the form at 2, where it's scorched clear and has recorded the highest rated figure, disappointing figure will be at least of 111. We've had Ramachuel on 110. I think we've had one on 108, we saw, didn't we? The filly is looking fairly average at this stage out of the ones that we've looked at, it's fair to say. And this filly has also had 5 runs. It'll be interesting to see how she gets on at 3. Another one for Justify. The next one is another Godolphin filly that I like, sired by Dubawi out of Tearless. Dance Sequence. This is on the percussionist line, the Magnificent Style, all those horses line. This is Nathaniel, Great Heavens. And I was impressed with this horse when it won the Group 3 in October. I thought it ran well that day. Although they only gave the race 100, it improved by 14 from its first to its second run, 86 to 100. And you've seen it, the fillies that have had 5 runs or so, they're only rated slightly above 110. Yilang 108, wasn't it? That was the other one we've had. So the third start, this horse hasn't got a lot to find. It's there, isn't it? I like this pedigree. It's a pedigree that's done me well over the years. I'm more than happy with this one at this stage. Dance Sequence. It'll be one that, again, if it was to win a classic, I'd be happy because I followed this line a long time. And the line deserves it every now and again. One in Germany now, coming up, Wildfrieda. I like this filly as well. It's related to Waldgeist, this filly on the dam side, I think. Plenty of other nice horses as well. Another one sired by Blue Point out in Germany, out of a dam called World Trout. You'll see this horse is a listed winner. It won a race named after a race a horse I actually identified a few years back. It won the listed Elson Trophy at Hanover. But that was a case of about time, really. I'd watched it go out in a couple of races before then. Steinhoff Cup, when it was beaten by Maygrave. There's no disgrace in that. But when it was fourth that day, I was hoping it'd win that day in the Winter Konigan trial. But it didn't. Made no mistake next time out, though, with a dominant performance. And again, you know, this horse, this is Pat Ray, this is a pedigree that does the business in Germany more often than not. If people look at the pedigree of it, watch the video of it, they will hear me reel off German pattern race and classic winners. This one's already a pattern race winner. Can it step up in class? It'll be interesting to see if it does. I, for one, think it will, to be honest, if I'm honest. I have to give opinions on some of them. I'm looking forward to this one. Point Sir is the one I think we've got unfinished business with this damn line recently. It's related to New London. This one, excuse me, New London was placed in a St Ledger. This two darn hot side relative of New London, I think, has got plenty to find on the figures. But it's the sort of horse I'd love to follow in trials. You know, in 4 or 5 months' time, it might have won a couple of trials and won a Dante and be running in a classic on its 5th start. You know, you've got to be able to look forward. This has got the sort of pedigree it too, where I think they think it's more of a middle distance horse than a 2-year-old. That suits me just fine. Improved by 9 when running to 90 to win first time out. Both its runs at Newmarket. Both its runs over 7 furlongs on a variety of ground. Good to firm and soft. Seems to want a bit of cut more than anything else. But I think this one steps up in trip rather like New London. It could prove to be anything, this one. Point Sir. How can anyone rule this one out? This at this stage. This is the last one in the UK and Ireland. Grosvenor Square. I had to include this one, really. It's related to a recent winner of the Irish Derby, Santiago, by Galileo. The late, great Galileo sired this one, and the dam of it is Wadiata, the great Galileo, getting rarer and rarer in these classic pedigrees, sadly. Oh, well, everyone would love a 30 or 40 Galileos this season to go to war with in the classics. Few and far between. This one here, those done very little wrong, I think. You know, it won quite well first time out, running to a mark of 91 in September. It then improved by 8 when it, with the horse, unless I've missed something on this one, deep one. It's by a study I'm watching, Study of Man, and I've not looked at this one yet. I can't get it on side. So hopefully there'll be other studies of man to come. Or I've not missed one there, but be like Chaldean, I'm not with this one, deep one. It won the Group 2 race in 2023, the Beresford. And this horse here, Grosvenor Square, came out and beat a horse we looked at earlier, who's on the maybe list, Cambridge, quite easily by 4 1/4 lengths, I thought, running to a mark of 105 in the Group 3. Horse side by Galileo with a bit to find, I think it's fair to say, on 2-year-old form, but wouldn't it be a fitting tribute to the great stallion, Galileo, if there was one more classic winner in him in 2024? And it will be interesting to see if Grosvenor Square can be that horse. The final 6 or 7 horses of what has been a stream that's lasted, I think, over an hour now, are based in America and Japan. 3 in America. The filly, Tamara, is the first filly we're taking a look at. Sired by Bolt Doro. This will be his first 3-year-old crop, I think, out of a legendary American race mare, Beholder. Interesting to see that she is already up with our leading UK-rated fillies, based on a run of 110 when beating Laurent by 6 3/4 lengths in September in the debutante. She was then only 7th of 12, running to a mark of 94. Beyond another possible, just FYI, I think they've got somewhere that is a fair horse, I suppose. That one, another Justify side one, the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies winner. If that was to impress in a trial, I might have to have another look at that. But as it stands at this stage, Tamara is the only filly, I think, that we're with in America. And what a filly she is, related to Mendelssohn and into mischief. Out of legendary race mare Beholder. Colts now Fierceness. Repulse stable owned Fierceness, sired by City of Light. Who again, I think this might be his first 3-year-old crop. Out of a dam called Nonna Bella. Fierceness up there again amongst the UK best. Running to a mark of 118 when destroying the Breeders' Cup Juvenile field by 6 1/4 lengths in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile, as I said. So disappointing the time before that, when 7th in another Group 1 race, the Champagne Stakes, when sent off a very hot odds-on favourite behind Timberlake. And Timberlake's actually related to Pearls and Rubies that we looked at way back in the video. A turf horse going around in dirt, a Group 1 winner in America that I have looked at. But Fierceness absolutely beat that, and he beat a few others as well in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile. That is definitely one of the colts I'm with at this stage. And the last one I'm definitely with at this stage has to be Dornock. The Danny Gargan sired Dornock. Sired it. Danny Gorgon trained. He didn't sire it, honestly. Yeah. Good Magic sired it. Oh, that's interesting. It must be Bolt Doro and their second or third crop, because Good Magic hasn't got a sire index, and the other two had. Good Magic, sired by Puka. This horse ran to a mark of 104 when it won the Group 2 Remsen Stakes back in December 2023. But what this horse is, Dornock, it's a full brother to the horse that won last year's Kentucky Derby, a horse called Mage. So it was very difficult not to include it at this stage, I think. And the last 3 horses are in Japan. The first one is a filly, Ascoli Pacino, sired by Daiwa Major, out of a dam called Ascolti. The second dam is Listen, the UK fillies mile winner. And again, you see, it's interesting that the Japanese fillies rated ahead of the UK fillies at this stage. 113 rated Ascoli Pacino. The horse won by a neck at Hanover in early December in the Hanshin Juvenile Filly Stakes. And it had also won the Group 3 Niigata Nisai as well, where it also ran to a mark of 110, which would have been good enough to be among the UK's leading 2-year-old fillies. Jantar Mantar is another horse in Japan I'm following. This horse is actually related to City of Troy and the dam side. Out of a sire called Palace Malice, out of a dam called India Mantuana. Another one that ran to 113, according to the Racing Post, when it won the Asahi High Futurity, the Japanese Grade 1 2-year-old race in December. Before then, the horse had won another race we pay close attention to next season, hopefully, if we're still here on the planet, the Group 2 Daily High Nisai Stakes, which was ran in November. It's the same horse won both races. Jantar Mantar again running to a mark of 113. We've got some very good 2-year-olds around the world this year already at this stage on the Racing Post ratings, are to believe. And the third Japanese horse we are with at this stage is a filly. They've chosen not to rate the race so far, probably because it was at Nakayama and not Hanshin. Over 10 furlongs at the end of December, the Hopeful Stakes, the winner was Regulari. You'll see that beat Shin Emperor. The other horse that we've got on the Japanese maybe list that was related to Sotsas and Sister Charlie. This horse is Irregulara, sired by Suave Richard, out of a dam called Roker, is actually related to a Deep Impact on the female line, and all the Ice of Fashion horses that we've seen, also Yanabi, Rakia. We've got some horses. We really have got some fantastic horses to look forward to, it's fair to say. And hopefully the best ones, if we're all still on this planet and well enough to do so, will be placed on Classic Watch 24.great/site.net. Right, I'm going to take a sip of water now. I'm going to end this video. I think it's been going for nearly 1 hour and 20 minutes. The throat, to be fair to me, is very dry. So I'm going to thank you all for watching this video and end it now. Thank you very much for supporting the channel if you choose to do so in the future or in the past. Obviously, supporting it in the present by watching this video. For now, I'll leave this video here. Take care, everybody, and look after yourselves. Goodbye.